Yes, welcome to Tell Me Bad TV. This is Mr. Laughter right here, giving you some of the main things that I've gone through. As you guys know, we having a Uganda election that is almost ending, and we know there's some few things that we need to talk about. And as you guys know, the tolling station has been really tremendous, and they have been giving updates and updates and updates. So we want to look at some of the key updates that we have here now. Looking at the presidency, we have the last update that was like an hour ago, giving us the tally. As we know, we are saying that registered voters, we have about 221,564, 69 .067, and the total valid votes that has been counted is 9,293 and 8 1 2. That is the total number of valid votes that has been counted for now. Now, in the preliminary results, we see that the big man himself, that is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is still winning, and he has 73% 0.72. That is leading in the presidential. What we call presidential election. So there's follower, that is number two, that is His Excellency Chagulanji, that is Sentamo Robert, is having 20, that is 2,105,000, that is 921, that is 22% 0.66. And then the third that is coming after him is a guy called Nandala Mafabi, who is getting 75,000 331. That is coming up to 1.89%. That is as far as the presidency is coming up here, and we wanted to give you a little bit of that. And yeah, give me your views if you're watching, wherever you're watching from. Give us a view and let us know what is your take on the election as it's going, and we can give you more and more and more of the updates as they come. Now, there are a lot of issues that has been actually ironed out as well. They're saying there is no internet in Uganda, as you guys know. There is since the last 2 days, people have been struggling with the internet issue, as you guys understand, and yeah, we can get really updates, we can get anything out in any way, but that is what we have as far as what we called yeah, the updates is now. We going to member of parliaments that is in Uganda. As you guys understand, there's some ministers that have really not made it through, and we also want to look at some of those ministers that have not made it through in this current election. Now, we have seen that what we called the Minister of Disasters Preparedness, and also we have Minister of Northern Uganda, that is what is her name? Beatrice Anua has not made it through, and that's a very big blow for Northern Uganda. As you people know, those are like crucial leaders in the north, and she has not made it through. People have not sent her back, and so she is out of the ministerial. I mean, from the member of parliament of Kitgum. So we will see who is going to be the next minister. As you people know, is taking church as well. Now, we still know that Ile is back, and he's going to be back in parliament. As the result, the preliminary results as stated that he's still on course to win. Now, we want to look at Gulu district, as we understand. I mean, Gulu city in particular. We know that Norbert Mo has actually made it through. He has won the vote, and we said it's like 7,654 votes. That is from Noban Mao that he has got, and he has already been declared the winner for Gulu East. And also, as we know, he has defeated Father Nen, who was the incumbent, and defeated what we call Tony Gitara, who is his name. Tony Gitara has been defeated as well. And we know Upora Simon also trailing there, and we know that for sure. He has made it to the parliament. That is Norbert Mao. Give me your take on that. Why do you think Norbert Mao made it to the next level in this election? Do you think there's some other things that can be done really to improve on that? His aspect of delivery, because he was talking so much on the government of Uganda, and he's working with Museveni as the incumbent, and possibly we see that he's going to win as well from the outlook of it, from the preliminary results that we're having. He is really making it through to the next election. The, the electoral commissioner has said that he's going to come back tomorrow to give us more details. They have really counted around 85% of the vote. So that means we still have more elections reports that should be coming tomorrow morning from what he said. So we will see if he's going to make it, because right now he has like 74% as of now. And I don't think there's going to be any other results coming out till late. They say they will come back at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning to give us more details on the subsequent election going on and some of the key results. The tallies has been there, and is showing 74%. If you have just joined, 74% for what we call President Yoweri Museveni, and followed by 22% of Robert Chagulanyi, who is going to be, I would say, runner up. If all goes well, it might still go on through, because there's still about some percentage left for the votes to be counted. So once it's been counted, we will find out the detail probably tomorrow, because the Electoral Commission has about 48 hours to declare the election and to give us more on any detail that might come out. Now, going back to Gulu City, where I come from, we have some of the what we called the MPs from Badegila Yibi. Now, Badegila Yibi, we know the contestant, the biggest one was Jara Martin Mapenduzi, and what is the other guy's name? Leandro Kromakech, who was actually the biggest contestant, I would say, in the field fighting for that position in Badegila Yibi. But the report has come out that Norbert Mao has passed, and also Ojara Martin Mapenduzi from Badegla Yibi has made it to the next level and is going back to the parliament. That is shocking to other people. I've heard a lot of people saying that they are not going to agree with the results, and they're looking forward into maybe going to court for the results. But we will see by tomorrow how everything will turn out. But Ojar Martin Mapenduzi has gone back to the parliament for Gulu East. Now, also, as we know, women MP for Gulu City, we know that this is a very, very crucial moment as well. The person who has made it back is Betty Aol, who was there last 5 years. She is going back to the parliament. She has been in the woman member of parliament for almost 20 years, I think, coming to 30 years. But she is going back to compete again. I mean, she's going back to the parliament, and Electoral Commission of Gulu has declared, and we know that she has gone back to parliament as well for woman member of parliament for the city, that is Gulu City. Now we're gonna move to that is Gulu district itself. Now Gulu district also Aol, that is Aol Phoebe. Aol Phoebe has also been declared as the woman MP of Gulu district, taking off Sharon Balmoy. As you guys know, Sharon Balmoy was the incumbent, and she had been there for 5 years or 10 years or so. I can't remember very well, but she has been taken down by Aol Phoebe, who is now the new elected woman member of parliament for Gulu district. Those are the results that we have. We shall give you the statistics as it comes. Possibly tomorrow morning we will give you more on a little bit of every single aspect of the voting that is happening or that has happened, and we will keep you updated in most of the things going on in the city here in Gulu City as possible, and we will make it happen for all the listeners and everybody really tune in from wherever part of the world is. We know it's very, very difficult that no internet is working, but we always try to make ways so we can give you the updates as they come. But looking at the look of it, we see that President Museveni is still winning for now, as the preliminary results is, and followed by Robert Chagulanyi, that is Bobby Wine, and the next person that we are looking into to take over some of the results here. Let me see if as they come, I will keep giving them to you. Let me look in here some of the results for the districts that has happened here. Now, as we know, for Noob, there are also some other leaders that have made it through for member of parliament in the next four. What we call, we have John Baptist Nabire for Noob has also been declared MP elect for, that is Namayinga County, that is for 2026 to 2031. He has been declared a winner. And we have Betty Kamia also elected as Noob, has been also declared as MP for Mukono municipality, that is 2026 2031. She has been declared fully, and she's back in parliament as well. Now, Norbert Mao, as I stated, he's also been enrolled and he's back in the parliament. Now, other results that we have here for MPs, we have Mensa Kabanda, that is NRM, has been declared also MP elect for Kampala Central Region. That is beating, that is David Louis Rubagonya, that is for Noob. So we have one MP for NRM in the Central Region that has been also declared. Yeah, as the results will come, we'll give you many as we can. So from northern Uganda, where we come from, I haven't seen the one for Kidgum yet. If you are in Kidgum and you have any detail on Kidgum results, let me know. The one thing that I know is Odongata for Pade has not made it through. He lost the campaign, and yeah, I don't know if he's gonna go to court to like challenge it, or but the reporter said that he has lost the election. That is the only thing I know from Pade. From Kidgum, I haven't got result. The only woman MP, that is Betty, that is the minister of Northern Uganda, who has lost. I see that as well. That's the only report I have in Kidgum. If you know anything to do with Amoro or Kidgum or Pade, please let us know. As you know, the internet is disturbing, so we can't really get anything completely um, from from as far as we can, but we are getting the few that we have here, so we can keep you posted. But if you have any question, if you have any detail on any election that is going around in your community, please give us a take on the comment section here. Then we shall also be able to verify it and give you the feedback of how we wanted to do. Let me know where you're watching from, and subscribe to the channel also if you have not subscribed. We're going to be here for 30 minutes or so and give you most of the details and how they unfold, so we can be on top of the election, as you guys know. Now, let's see what the Electoral Commission, that is Secretary of NRM, that is Todung said. Todung said something here, and I want to play it for you guys so you can hear when he was asked about the election. Um, so it's gonna be part of what he says. We want to share that and see what he. We want to listen to what he said about how NRM is actually how going on to win elections all over the country, and some of the challenges that we had about, especially with the biometric system or whatever system they were using for voting. He has a very beautiful take on it, and we are going to share it here, and you can let us know what you think about what he said as far as NRM election is concerned. Now, he possibly said that NRM has been a very stronghold, and in Kampala specifically, being a district where NRM had not been getting a lot of votes from. His main concern is like they have really challenged for this election in the central region, and they're thinking, if possible, they can make it through to wherever possible mean to get more votes. As we know, Noop is in the high, always in the central region. But Tawadwong is saying that in Arua, they got a lot. They were the central region used not to get any vote completely for NRM, but they managed to go through and do that and get more votes from that region, which has really, really boosted and given them a lot and a lot and a lot of courage to probably win this election. So I'm going to share the screen real quick and we can listen to what he says um, here so we can be in position to basically listen to what he says. As you guys know, it's going to be a very, very tantalizing election period and a lot of fatigue. And yeah, let's see what he says here, and we can react to it as well. Um, so we can listen to what he's saying here just for a little bit. I know it's a copyright
mechanism, a
thing, but
means of delivering
let's
this
listen to
message
what
to
he
the people.
says here real
Only
quick.
those three things. And we also know that for every election, there are different issues. Not all elections are the same. Each and every electoral period has unique issues and different styles of. And so we also knew that our opponents, what really we can assume was our opponent, which to us we are not our opponent, were people who had excited young people before, failed to deliver. They were given opportunities in different areas of leadership and failed to deliver. So we knew we were not really campaigning against any serious opponent. We were just running through and re-emphasizing our resolve to leadership. And I think that was how we managed to win this election with a massive slide, as you can see. The presidential candidate was very clear with the message that he was giving out to the population. And even in the last rally at Kololo, the summary of his message was very, very clear. We used the party structure this time to mobilize.
So he's praising what we call the government that is led by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for having really strategized his campaign very, very organizingly, I would say, because he's saying that most of the things that they expected to have done and to happen actually happened the way they wanted it to be. They have exceeded some of the expectations that they won. As you guys know, NRM this time campaign in a very unique way. What they did is they go to a town and called for one campaign instead of going to villages and cities and stuff like that. So he's saying that they strategized so well and they knew some of the positions and the members that were contesting upon or contesting against NRM were not right. Were not like superior from what he's saying. They knew their failure, they knew their mistakes, they knew they were not strong enough. They're not like having strong values within the community. That's why they are in good shape. That thinking they would win this election as far as the election is concerned. So let's hear a little bit of what he says again.
The support. And there is no political party in the sub-Saharan Africa or even the whole world that has structure like NRM. For your information, we have close to 2.4 million leaders, just leaders alone, from the villages to the national level. Now, if you task these leaders to just look for one or two voters, definitely our projection actually is that we are going to get 11 to 12 million votes. But we still see the remaining gaps that is left. We might end up reaching to about 8 point something million votes, which
So his projection of this having a million votes. So he's saying like his projection of how many votes they're gonna get as the government because they think it's a very very how can I say it's they have strategized in a way that their voting for the president might be more than 8 or 10 million votes because they trust that the system that they have is the best of all in the sub-Sahara region. Completely, is the best of all in the sub-Sahara region, which totally I would say maybe it's debatable or it's agreeable, but we also need to know that some of these things that happen is depends on how the community takes it, because sometimes you can organize something in a way that is um, practical, which for some reason, I mean, I feel like when you look at the LC structure, when you look at the council structures, when you look at some of the systems that the government has put in place, it's really doing its job. It's participating, uh, I mean, contributing massively on how the government in Uganda is ran, which is great for them. So he's saying that as long as we know that the government has stayed for long in the position that they're supposed to be in, they also have a deep-rooted structure that they value, that they stand in, that is gonna make them perform well in this presidential election. That is as the Secretary General of NRM giving us his view. Let's listen a little bit to finish it, and then we shall get back to some of the results that we have.
And the other one is that during the time we're doing our registration of membership, many political parties thought we were just playing games. Now, we captured our members as a party. We synchronized their records with the National Electoral Commission record. We got to know how many of our members are voters with the National Electoral Commission and how many are registered voters but did not know where to vote from. So during our mobilization and all that, we designed a mechanism of how to mobilize them to go and vote.
And talking about the voting, let's talk about yesterday. From your end and from your observation, you said you have calls coming in from the different regions and getting feedback. How was yesterday, according to you as the party? We had a slow morning with the machines not working. Do you think that affected the numbers in any way?
Yes, to some extent, it affected our.
Yeah, that's a good question, because as we understand, we know for sure that the voting didn't start as it should start. There were some issues that came in as the machines were not working, and reporter from NBS is asking very, very well. We give credit to them for the video. They have given us an overview of what happened, because, as you know, always in Uganda, every time there's an election, there is always a problem with the machine. I've never had any election in the country there. Everything is just smooth. There's no problem, no issues, no nothing to do with machines. There's always machine failing. And it's always frustrating to other people. And in northern Uganda specifically, they said many people left the voting stations because they couldn't really check their fingerprints. They couldn't find their names. Everything was just slow, and took hours and hours for things to go on, which is native, I would say, of Uganda. It's just original. Everything in Africa mostly is just slow with everything. Even if you get good riding materials and machines to work with, there's always a problem. So as we know, but that is with Todwong. He said he also slowed down a little bit. We're just gonna listen a little bit and look at some few results as well, and we shall be adding to a different discussion as well. Let me know where you're watching from and give us your views on how the election is taking on in the northern part of Uganda, which is East Africa. I mean, in the eastern part of Uganda, specifically Uganda as a whole. Let's listen to the last bit of his response.
Voting population, because by the time the machines fail, people were already at the polling stations. And more so, there are people who are looking for where they were supposed to vote from. The voter location slips were not given in time to everybody. So you find the whole morning hours, people are busy looking for the polling stations. The machines were not working. There was congestion already at the polling stations. So yes, the pressure was building up. But finally, when the Electoral Commission allowed us to vote with the identification and with the national ID, it eased the tension, and voting started smoothly. And
Yeah, so as problem always, we try to use these machines to help improve on the scale of most of the things, but it's never the case in Uganda. Sometimes you start using machines and they fail, and then you go back to your normal route, back to your route of using papers and stuff, and finding national IDs and checking identification like that. It's pretty normal. It's something that I feel like after the 40 years of the government, probably 40, 50 years of Museveni's reign, we have never had any election where the machines and all the equipment that is brought in works perfectly, even if it's a simple election. But that is technology. Technology is always something that we need to improve. But also, we know without internet in Uganda, it's very, very difficult for most of the things to be done the way we should expect it to be done. But that's all for with Todwong. Let's look at a few results coming in here. If we have any uh, back here before we can possibly move on to the next thing. Any new? Let's see if we have any new updates on here from um, from our polling station right here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'll look for more posts here. Okay. All right. Something new here. Well, let's see. Some of the people who lost the seats. We're gonna see them right here. I already told you that Beatrice Anywa, who is the incumbent for Gulu for Kidgum, has also lost. She is not going back to the parliament. Very clearly stated here. Um, let's see. Somebody else who has won also. We see here George Musisi from Noob has also been declared MP elect for Kira municipality for those from in Kampala. We know that as well. That has been already stated. And then we have Emmanuel Rashid. Emmanuel Rashande, that is NRM, has also been declared MP elect for that is Yemgagi, something like that county. I don't know where that one is. That's just results being here. Then Rebecca Kadaga NRM has also been declared woman MP for Kamuli district. So she retained her seat. Rebecca Kadaga also retained her seat and she's back. Jane Ruth Chieng also has been declared the city woman MP for Lao. For those ones in Lao, we know for sure she has also been declared. She made it through. As the woman MP for Lira. Those are some of the results I have. And then lastly, what is Zambali Mulasio, that is Mukasa, that is the new representative, also declared MP elect for Nansana municipality. That is one that we also see here. And we have what we call, what is her name? Arias S. Kasibu also has been declared as the Mutambala County elect MP. So that is as far as we know. Then we have woman MP for that is Nafina Lydia Mirembe also has been declared as a woman MP elect for that is Butabala. That is for this season of the election, as we know. There's so many MPs elected. That is we have another one that is Haruna, that is Kasolo, that is Nyakera. NRM has also been declared as the Kichorera County MP. We have also a woman MP also here. That is Liliana Bay has been declared as a woman MP for Kidgum. Oh, at least we got one for Kidgum. Liliana Bay has made it back, ladies and gentlemen, for Kidgum. Much appreciated. That is one result for Kidgum woman MP. Let me see here. If we have any from the north as well. So we have also Margaret Nahonga MRP NRM also has been declared as MP for Port Fortol, that is north. She has also made it for member parliament. Then we have Kiane Ivan, that is Noob, has also been declared as the Nakasongola County MP. Yeah, so many. We can't go through all of them right now, but those are some results coming out. If you know any of the results that you have, please let us know. We will be glad to give you more more of the things coming out. As they come out here, we should be able to give you more results as they come. But to just recap it, we know that President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is on and winning preliminary results right now with 74%. That is what we have from the last announcement from the Electoral Commission, and then followed by Chagulanyi Sentamu from the last results. So we can listen to it as well here, so that we can be in position to hear again on the recap as soon as we wind up here. So basically, that we don't really need to get. So Museveni still has 6,851,406, which brings us to 73.72%. And then His Excellency Bobby Wine, that is 2,105,921, giving him 22.66%. And then Nandala Mafobi with 75.33%. Votes, 175,000. 33, giving him 1.83. Those are the closest presidential candidates for now. Let me know, Amoro District, if you have any detail on Amoro District. I don't know how Anthony called as fair out there. I know Laconge did not make it through to the parliament. Gilbert Olanya made it through. That is what I know. Amor District. Let me actually check in here with some of the connections that I have. If more district result is out as well, I only know Lacon did not make it. Gilbert Olanya has made it back to the parliament in the Moro district. In Kilak South, where I call East, I don't know if he made it through or not under NRM, but we shall find out. Let me check real quick here. Moro district MP results, if in case it's out here for us to see. Let me check with this Moro district results here. Let's see if we have something here. Sorry for the delay, guys. Okay, Moro district. Let's see. This is way not what I need anyway. Yeah, we'll get details if we come about it. I don't know. The only thing I know from More is Gilbert made it through. From Gulu, as a recap, we know Ojara Martin Mapenduzi made it through. We have Noban Mo who made it through. And then we also have, what is his name? Ahol Betty Chan made it through, and we have woman MP, that is Ahol Phoebe, made it through in the women MP in Gulu. And then we know for sure that Kidgum, Liliana Bear made it back, and what is her name? The minister didn't make it back to the parliament, so Beatrice Anua, which is very understandable. And also we know in Lira we have the Minister of Health, that is Jane Ruther Cheng, also made it through. And if we have any results, we will give it back to you. If we have any new, we shall keep you posted, and we shall give you more results as they come right about here. So stay tuned, subscribe for more, and we will be able to give you more and more and more and more in here. Let me check if there's any more updates. Every second we need to get more updates in here. Let me check with my reporters here. What do we have for let's see here. So okay, let's see. Okay, there's no more new results for now, but we see a lot of problems coming up from many people being arrested for trying to plot protests and stuff like that. So I don't really get into things like that. I just focus on mostly results and everything that we have um, for now. So that's what we are looking for. Anyway, seems like there's nothing much for now. If you have anything, let us know. Please subscribe to the channel. We will get back live, or we will post some key results on the platform. So subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. See you again in the next few hours, and we will be back. One love. Thanks.